Welcome to the first tutorial of the course Learn Python with Code Nestler. Today we are diving into the fundamental concepts of Python programming, that are variables and data types. This course does not cover the installation and setup for Python programming. You can use any Python supporting IDE for following this course. I am using Google Colab. If you want to use Google Colab, you can search Google Colab in your favorite browser. Open this link, sign up here and create a new notebook. I have already created a notebook, so I will use this notebook for this entire tutorial. I will provide my notebook link in the description so you can go through it. So let's first see what are variables in Python. Python variables are containers that store values, or we can say that a variable in Python is a symbolic name that is a reference or a pointer to an object. We can simply create a Python variable like a equal to 5. So if you want to print the value of a, we can use the print function as print a. See, we got the output as 5. Here a is the variable and 5 is assigned to a. Unlike in C or Java, we does not need to specify the data type while creating a variable in Python. Let's create a string variable. Name equal to int as simple as that. So there are some rules that need to be followed while creating a variable in Python. A variable name must start with a letter or a underscore. A variable name cannot start with a number. A variable name can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscore. Variable names are case sensitive in Python, such as is with all the small letters and is all the capital letters are two different variables in Python. In the beginning, we have seen that a variable in Python is a symbolic name that is a reference or pointer to an object. So what does that mean? Basically, this means that when we write a equal to 5, then a doesn't refer to the memory address where 5 is stored. Instead, it will refer to the object. So for a equal to 5, a will refer to the object that is containing the 5. Again, if we write b equal to 5, then it will not create another object. Instead, it will refer to the same object that is referred by a. Means b will point to this object. Let us verify this. Let a equal to 5 and b equal to 5. Let's print the ID of these two objects. Print ID a. The ID function returns the unique ID of each object. Print ID b. If we run this, see, both the ID of a and b are same. This means that both a and b are referring to the same object. But this is only true for small integers. If we take a equal to 1000 and b equal to 1000, now if we print the ID a, print ID b, we can see that both the IDs are different, meaning that both a and b are referring to two different objects. So now comes the data types in Python. Data types in Python are categorized into numeric, boolean, sets, dictionary and sequence type. There are three numeric data types: integer, float and complex number. And string, list and tuples comes under the sequence data type. We'll see each of them now. Integer data type contain all the positive and negative whole numbers without any fraction or decimals. In Python, there is no limit on the value of an integer. It can be of any value. Float is represented by the float class. Float represents floating point numbers or decimal number. Python also has a data type for complex number. It is represented by the complex class. It is specified as a real plus imaginary part. Boolean is represented by the bool class. It takes only true or false value used for logical operation and decision making in Python. Sets is represented by the set class, and dictionary is represented by the dict class, and string is represented by the string class. Strings are the sequence of characters enclosed in single or double quotes. So list in Python is represented by the list class. It is an ordered mutable collection of elements. It can contain elements of different data types. Tuples are similar to the list, but these are immutable collection of elements. Tuple is represented by the tuple class. So let's see each of these data type. In Python, we can check the data type of a variable using the type function. Let's see how to do that. If we write a equal to 5, and we can see the type of a by print type a. So it's showing the class integer. So for float, if we write b equal to 1.5, and if we print type of b, then we'll get class is float. Similar for the complex number, let's say c equal to 1 plus 5j. If we print type c, we'll get class is complex. For boolean, let d equal to 2. If we print type d, you can see that class is bool. Let's check for string. Let name equal to hi. So if we print type of name, we'll get class is str, meaning name is an instance. Let's check for list. L equal to, list is declared using square brackets. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we print the type of L, we get the class. Let's check for dictionary. Let d equal to, dictionary is declared as a key value pair. So 1 is, let's say a, 2 is, let's say b. Here 1, 2 are keys and a and b are values. So if we in the type of d, we'll get classes dictionary. For sets are declared using curly brackets. Sets are a collection of unique elements. So 1, 2, 3. So if we print the type of S, we'll get, sorry for the mistake, this is S. We get the class is set. Let's check for tuple. Let's declare tuple p. Tuple is declared using first bracket. So if we print type t, we'll get class is tuple. Now let's see how to initialize binary, hexadecimal and octal numbers in Python. We can initialize a binary number by writing 0b in front of that binary number. So 0b, binary of 4 is 100. So if we now print b, we'll get 4. For hexadecimal, we can write 0x, and after that we can write the hexadecimal value. Let's write 22. So if we now print ace, then 34. We can initialize octal number by writing 0 O, then write the octal value. if we print O, then we will get 37. Now let's see how to convert one data type to another. Let's first create a string that contains the binary value of 4, which is 100. Convert it to an integer. We can do that by writing b equal to int s, then we can set the base, which is 2. So if we now print b, we will get 4. We can also change the base. So if we write base is 3, then we will get 9. Let's check the type of b. So if we write print type b, we can see that it is an integer class. Similarly, we can convert a integer to a float. So if a is 5, we want to convert it to float. So we can write b equal to float a. So now if we print the type of b, we will get class is float. Also we can convert a float or an integer to a string. Here you can see that a is an integer. So if we want to convert a to a string, let's write s is str a, and if we print the value of s and print the type of s, we can see that value is which is an string. We can also convert to list, tuples and dictionary. If we write s is equal to code Nestler, we can convert it to a tuple by writing tuple tuple s. Print t and print the type of t. You can see that it is of class tuple. Similarly, we can do this for list. If we write list, then it converted the string to a list. We can do it for also sets. So if we write set, it has converted it to a set. There is also a method called complex that will convert it to a complex number. So print complex 1, 2. So it has converted the 2 number into a complex number. Let's convert a tuple to a dictionary. So we can write key value pair, comma. So if we want to convert it to a dictionary, we can write print it has converted to a type dictionary. Python also have some extra built-in method for type conversion such as hex, ort, oct, and chr. Let's see each of these. So the hex function returns the hexadecimal representation of an integer. So if we write hex is 44 and print this, we will get 2c. The 0x indicates that this is an hexadecimal representation of an integer. The op returns the octal representation of an integer. So if we write op 22, print this, we will get 26. Here 0o indicates that this is an octal representation of an integer. The ord takes a character as an input and convert it to its equivalent number. If we print ord a, we get 65. Yes. This chr converts a number to a character. So if we write 65, chr 65 and print this, we will get a. So this is all for today's video. Practice it and play with this type conversion. So thank you. See you in the next video.